What is up YouTube, it is Matty, and yes, it is another Emphatic Clan War overview. We are currently in a live war versus some Chinese clan, but and absolutely thrashing them as well if you look at the 3 stars alone. Anyway, moving on. It's not this war we're recapping, so I don't even know why I'm going into it, but the war is versus Russian Bears. I think the war versus SMD was wiped, which sucks. Supercell have been doing that a lot lately to me. Every time I go to record, Supercell will throw a maintenance break and then just wipe all the replays, and it's highly frustrating. So this war was 25-man war. Top marks would have been 75 out of 75. They just were not a 3-star in clan. You can see they got one 3-star out the whole thing. So they just weren't equipped really to get anywhere close to taking us on. However, our performance was pretty good. I mean, if you take those 5 stars from the top, because it was the Town Hall 10s that we failed on there, we'd have even crept up higher. So yeah, and it was close. I mean, a 44% 1-star. Me, I got a 50% close to the 2-star, and GGF, he got a 67%. But there were 3 Town Hall 10s we destroyed. Van took 2, Gusty took the other, and then it was just a Town Hall 9 absolute sweep, as you can see. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was a bad performance at all, but definitely room for a little bit of improvement on the Town Hall 10 game, but that's pretty much the same as always. Anyway, there are a few videos I want to show to overview the war, and we'll start with number 17 by Dom. So let's have a quick look, pause the raid, have a look at the base, and yeah, it's a straight up hog. Now, giant bomb locations. Oh, just let me have a quick look. I mean, I think there might be a couple in the core and maybe a couple on the external. Maybe actually by the mortar. The mortar's on the left and the right. So let's have a look at how Dom did the attack and how it went. So first things first, it's going to try and get the CC lore, I imagine, so maybe a giant and a couple of hogs down to get that and take some defences down. Ideally, he'd want to trip some giant bombs, so you can see his path inwards. He's taken the cannon down and the archer tower. Now that should check if there's any giant bombs in that area and maybe get a trip if there is, which there was a spring trap but no giant bombs, but he has got the CC pull. He's also using a hog down the bottom to check there, and did get a giant bomb trip, which is a nice trade if you can do that. So yeah, very nice start by Dom. He's pulling to the left. You can see the route into the queen. I think he's going to have to, I don't know which wall he's going to break. Oh, he got a cheeky another giant bomb trip there. And another giant bomb trip. So he's wasted probably about 3 hogs there, but tripped 3 giant bombs. Or was that not a giant bomb? Oh no, that was a mortar shell. Never mind, he's tripped 2 giant bombs, but at least 2 are out the way. The other 2 are likely to be in the core or by the mortars, I would have thought, on a first glance. But it's hard to say without actually obviously knowing. The golem's in, the loon's in a dangerous spot. I think it might have actually taken some of his troops down there, and the queen was ignoring it. But nice jump spell. That is going to get him into the core, and the king is going the right way, and so is the queen. By the look of it, the queen's getting hit though, which is a shame, by that arch tower. It's always a shame if she gets targeted early on. Always, as always, the golem's there to tank, and that's what you hope he does. But sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. But with the queen down, he's doing a sort of an Asian wall of hogs in through the right hand side. Sorry. And now we're going to get to see where the giant bomb locations were. You can see he's already dropped a wizard down on the right. The hogs have sort of split up, so he's using a heal for the top side. Late on that heal at the bottom, but I think he just about got away with it. Maybe. I have a feeling some of those hogs might dwindle out though, and rely on the top coming down. Spring trap caught some there, but there's not many defences left now, and there they come, the reinforcement hogs. Because he's got the cleanup troops down early, it does make a huge difference if you can do that. I think maybe his eye was off the bottom hogs, because he could have done with dropping that heal a bit sooner to save a couple of them, but it didn't matter in the end, and resulted in the 3-star, so speed it up. And yeah, nice raid by Dom, taking down a base. I don't know where the final giant bombs were. Perhaps they were in the corners. Anyway, moving on to number 12. Let's have a look. Let's have a scout at the base and see what I would do. big spread out base. And I'll remember this is an attack by Leonard, yep, and he gets the it's a hog attack. So you have got this potentially could have been go weavered, but I suppose those bottom two air defenses could might have been a bit difficult to go down. But giant bomb spots, there's quite a few places they could be. Let's see what Leonard did to figure it out and to eliminate them. So what we got going on here, it's going to be a straight up hog attack. He's got giant going down and giant going down, some hogs going in to get the CC pull, which it's done. Also to take a couple of the defences down, check a few giant bomb spots down the bottom as well. So he's multitasked that, got the anchor for the archer up top, and his path to the queen, he's going to have to go right through the core. I think it must be a goho. This must be a double golem attack if he's going that deep into the queen and killing the CC up here. We'll see in a few seconds. The witches and the normal kill squad, witches, queen, couple of wizards. The mortar can get annoying because if it kills all the skellies, then the CC troops can get to the witches quite quickly. So it's always a pain when you have to deal with a mortar mid raid. Anyway, it's a shattered goho, this is, so the double golem. Wizards creating the funnel, king and queen going in, jump spell into the core. He's trying to push in. Because there's a lot of potential giant bomb spots in the core as well, he's minimising the risk of giant bombs killing his hogs. So he's already hit one there, and a second giant bomb, so 2 giant bomb spots already eliminated. Skelly trap going as well. But loads of defences going down. It's all good stuff, making the hog easier. And you can see down the bottom side, hogs are already starting to go in a sort of a huge Asian wall. I don't know if you could classify this as surgical. It almost is, because he did sort of specify them into a few areas. Now he's already dropped the clean up wizards down, clean up troops. So it's as I said, if you can there's a lot to remember in hog attacks, and it's easy to miss stuff, and it's easy to focus so much on one thing you completely forget another step, like dropping a heal or dropping a golem. Not that I've done that or anything. I'm sure my clan would back me up on that. Anyway, you can see where the final giant bomb was, or at least the third one. I don't know where the final one was, but loads of hog left. Clean up down nice and early, so it'll be no problem for the 3-star there. So very nice sort of scouting and attack done by Leonard there. I think I will do a series soon on how to scout a base, because I think a lot of people are starting to request that now, because these attacks, they all come from just a good scout early on, which is why I always have a quick little look myself. I mean, I was going to record this video yesterday, but when the attacks are fresh in my mind, but I didn't get a chance. So yeah, this Town Hall 10, but it's a Town Hall 9 essentially. It's got no Town Hall 10 benefits, as in all the same quantity. It's a Town Hall 9 for all intents and purposes. So looking at the base, how is he going to take it down now? Because there's quad ADs in the core, it lends itself to a go weaver or a go wee wee or go low. So either go wee wee and then back end loon the core, go wee wee the core and back end loon, or go weaver the core and back end loon. It just it's a base, because when you've got them all in the same compartment like that, as long as you can get your troops in there, you're pretty good. Now I failed on this base. You know what, I'll show my fail, because I think it shows a slight difference. Now I thought it would be safer to do the go low wee wee, which is it's essentially a go wee with back end loons, and you'll see I'll point out where my mistakes were. So and then we'll see how they were sort of averted, or it didn't matter too much when the person that went into 3-star actually got it done. So you can see I was dropping the 2 golems down, the wizards in, I was putting them in specific positions to create the funnel, and then my mass witches going in as well. I think I'd also reinforced it with some hogs in the CC, so I was trying to break in and just make sure I got my I was trying to get through a double layer of wall actually, but it didn't quite work out. But you can see giants going in, witches. Now here's the first mistake. I think the witches end up dying early on, and the hogs get absolutely slaughtered by the loon. So if you can see the hogs there, the loon's about to drop, and I think it kills the hogs. I think my witches are about to die any time now. I just can't see what kills them. But what happened was my golems died, my witches died, and before I know it, my king and queen were reliant on the whole, taking down the whole of the core. And when you've got that many defenses, you can see it just sort of fizzled out. So I don't know if it's that I needed an extra golem, or if something went quite wrong. But when as soon as the air defenses didn't go down, that was essentially raid over. Yeah, because the expos were going to get in the way and air defense and stuff. So at that point, I knew it was a fail. So it's just a little bit of a shame. It didn't quite work out. So let's go back in and see how it was finally taken down, which was by Lou, who has actually got weaker heroes. You can see level 16 and 25. My king's max. So oh yeah, one of my golems got stuck. That was it. One of my golems got stuck by the air sweeper. So he positioned his golem slightly different, so they both were going to go into the core when the walls were broken. That's a big step in itself, because it meant that yeah, you had double the tank. And then he did have witches in, but he also had Valkyries. Now the trick here is, or the issue you're going to have, is if the CC, if the loon hits the Valks, that's always the worry. So he's got to heal down in anticipation. He's going to have to, I don't think he's even lightning them. No, he's using pure heal and rage. Now the troops are now going into core. The Valks are in the core with under heal and under rage, and that is essentially, if you can get to that position in the raid, you are laughing, because the Valkyries under heal and rage are absolutely ridiculous. So you can see all those defenses are absolutely melting. His heroes are just are doing well as well. And here come the back end loons. Look, targeting the defenses that target air. That's the key. You don't need to target cannons, you don't need to target mortars, just the ones that are going to affect your air attacks, because the loons will swoop in and move on to the other defenses after. Look at the left side. If it wasn't for all those traps, it doesn't matter though, but they will go down. So yeah, final defense about to go down. He's got loads of cleanup because it was a successful attack and he timed it right. And there you go. That golem might go and fly in there, but raid over. So some slight adjustments, and he was able to walk away with a nice 3-star. I think I should have taken Valks in. I don't think I'll err on that side of caution again and not take Valks, because it's just asking for it. So very nice attack, clean up by Lou. Now the final 2 raids I'm going to show both Town Hall 10s, both by Venaris, so let's have a look at the bases and how he did it. So the first ones are slightly, I think they're both slightly under upgraded Town Hall 10s, slightly premature, but still pretty strong. And any Town Hall 10 really that's got Infernos isn't easy to take down. So let's have a look at how he does it. It's going to be a, oh wow, it's a quad golem goho. So creating the funnel there, you need to get, if you're going to do this sort of attack, you need all the golems to go into the core and tank. Now golemites can tank as well. So you can see he's creating a single pathway in for his queen, his king, all the golems, and his wizards are just doing that funnel for him. The CC are being pulled now, and he's going to use a lightning spell on them to take them down. You need the heroes to stay alive. This is key to this raid working. The heroes need to be sort of maintained as untargeted while the troops go in. Now the idea being, you use the hogs when the second Inferno is fully tanking. So I think very soon the Infernos are both tanking. Look at those hogs in. Double fingered drop there. Unfortunately lost them early on to spring traps, but because those Inferno beams are essentially are in use, then it's no threat to the hogs. So rage spell's a brilliant idea here. There's a lot of high HP buildings. As soon as that Inferno goes down, the hogs are happy and they're free. He's still got golems in the core tanking, but at this point it's just a pure hog raid, and the hogs are tearing through the base. Need to be good timed heal spells. Unfortunately the hogs split in a really unfavourable manner there, because the heal spell that was meant for the big group of hogs only took the little group. So you've still got golems in the core, you've still got a queen on full HP with a full ability as well. So there's only a few defences to go down now. I'm going to speed through, and just that last Tesla, which did go down, and now it's clean up, and the Queen's there. He's going to use the ability at some point to bring the extra archers in, and there you go. Very nice 3-star by Van. So it's the new wave of doing the sort of you don't need to penta goho, you can quad using 4 golems, because the 5th beam will be, because if you didn't know, all Infernos have 5 beams no matter what level, but the beam will take either a golemite or something, so it doesn't matter, you don't need the 5 there. A lot of people thought you did, but it's the new wave of goho. Next base we're going to look at, and the final base of this video, is this. So it's essentially a Town Hall 9 with Infernos and the new Expo as well. So let's have a look at what Van did. Shattered Larloon, and I presume he's going to go in from the 2 cannons over here. I would have thought, because they sort of fall in line with 2 air defences, he might have taken a slightly different path, I'm not sure. Golem 1 in, let's see where he places. Oh no, he's gone for the full right hand side of the base to make sure he gets at least the 1 air defense. I think maybe it's a bit too slightly a bit too wide for him to take the 2, so he's making sure he gets the 1 nice jump spell in as well. It's guided the golems in. Lightning spell on the CC, they go down pretty nicely. That loon needs to go down before it kills the it's 2 loons there, just before it kills the heroes. Anyway, King going in. The raid's looking pretty good so far. Some high HP buildings the Queen's got to take down, but because his heroes are so high, as in level 40, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now the King's gone into the core, look, and he's just going to wreck that Inferno. Queen's gone into the core as well. I think she's going to be shooting high HP buildings for a little while. Once those are down, maybe she might go to the DE storage, but maybe she might take an Expo, and definitely the cannon. Interesting to see what she does now. There goes the dark elixir storage. I don't know if she's going to get that Expo. It'd be good if she did. No, she's going. See, the Queen, she's just bad targeting there. So 3 hounds in so far. So he's taken 4 hounds to target the 3 air defences. Now going the opposite direction to where the sweeper's aiming to eliminate that risk. Freeze down now to stop the Inferno from hurting all the balloons. Unfortunately, the loons are taking a little while to path onto it, but too late. I mean, when I said too late, I mean perfect. They got it just in time. Now loons are taking the 2nd air defense down. The hounds are going to path over the final air defense, and the loons are already getting quite close to it. It needs to hope that the loons can get there quickly now, because they're going to start dropping. They're going to start dropping with the Expo and air defense, and you can see it's going to come quite close actually on this one. Ooh, okay, there's just enough there to take the Expo down in 1 hit, and that's it right over. He's got enough pups and enough cleanup to get the 3-star. So very nice attack by Van. As always, it's nice to see a 3-star on a Town Hall 10, albeit a Town Hall 9 with Infernos and an Expo, but yeah, very nice war all round really. It's a shame we couldn't just at least 2-star those top 3 Town Hall 10s, because that would have put us on 72 stars in a 6 Town Hall 10 war, but yeah, pretty good all round. Hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you've enjoyed my explanation of some of the raids. As always, let me know your thoughts and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.